Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this deep dive into the life and career of Daniil Medvedev. Over the next 30 minutes, we will journey through his childhood and family roots, explore how he found tennis, relive his rise to stardom, his greatest achievements on the court, and the drama that unfolded in his most recent scandal at the US Open. We'll also uncover the story of his personal life, his marriage and family, his massive net worth, and finally, we'll ask, what does the future really hold for Medvedev? So sit back, relax, and enjoy this roller coaster story of one of tennis's most unpredictable stars, Daniil Sergeyevich. Medvedev was born on February 11th, 1996, in Moscow, Russia. He grew up in a comfortable but disciplined household. His father, Sergey, was a computer engineer who later became an entrepreneur, while his mother, Olga, managed the home. Daniil wasn't an only child. He had two older sisters, Yulia and Elena, who shaped his early years. Unlike many athletes, Medvedev didn't have tennis in his bloodline. His path began almost by chance. At the age of 6, while attending a swimming session, his mother noticed a poster for tennis lessons. Intrigued, she signed him up. This moment would set the course of his life. But young Daniil wasn't only about sports. He had a creative side, too. He studied the harpsichord, played guitar, and was fascinated by math and computers. This mix of art, science, and athletics would later reflect in his unique style of thinking and his strategic approach on court. From the start, Daniil showed promise. He trained under various coaches in Moscow before moving to France to fully dedicate himself to the sport. There, he joined a tennis academy that helped him sharpen his game and toughen his mentality. Medvedev's junior career was modest compared to some future stars. He wasn't seen as the next Federer or Nadal in his teenage years. But that didn't matter. What made Daniil special was his persistence, his awkward yet effective style, and his ability to outthink opponents on the court. By 2015, Medvedev made his ATP Tour debut. He began slowly, working his way through smaller tournaments. His unusual flat ground strokes, unpredictable movement, and fiery temper made him stand out. 2017 marked his Grand Slam debut, where he started showing flashes of brilliance. But the true breakthrough came in 2019. That year, Medvedev stunned the tennis world by reaching 6 consecutive finals. He pushed Rafael Nadal to the limit in an unforgettable US Open final, where he came back from 2 sets down before falling just short. That match earned him global respect and established him as a new force in men's tennis. After 2019, Medvedev's career trajectory soared. In 2020, he won the prestigious ATP Finals, defeating the world's top 3 players along the way. His tactical brilliance and resilience impressed fans and critics alike. Then came 2021, the year of destiny. At the US Open, Medvedev stunned Novak Djokovic in straight sets in the final, denying him the chance to complete a calendar Grand Slam. For Daniil, it was not just his first Grand Slam title. It was a statement. He proved he could beat the very best when the stakes were highest. In early 2022, Medvedev reached the pinnacle, world number 1. He became the first man outside of Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and Murray to hold the top ranking since 2004. For many, it felt like a passing of the torch, the arrival of a new king in tennis. Throughout his career, Medvedev has collected over 20 ATP singles titles. His resume includes Masters 1000 victories, an ATP Finals trophy, and that one coveted Grand Slam title at the US Open. He has reached multiple Grand Slam finals, often standing as the biggest threat to the dominance of Djokovic and Nadal. He is known for his cerebral game style, standing far behind the baseline to return serves, using geometry to control rallies, and frustrating the opponents with his unpredictable pace. Fans sometimes call him the chess master of tennis, but success has its shadows. 2025 has been one of the most difficult seasons of Medvedev's career. For the first time in years, he struggled at Grand Slams, failing to make it past the early rounds. His confidence appeared shaken, his patience thinner. And then came the drama at the US Open. In his opening match against Benjamin Bonzi, controversy struck at match point. A photographer stepped onto the court, forcing a replay of a critical point. Medvedev erupted in fury. He confronted the umpire, shouting in frustration, questioning his authority, and even turning to the crowd, daring them to boo louder. What followed was 6 minutes of pure chaos. Daniil smashed his racket repeatedly, some say over 20 times, while pacing furiously. Though he managed to fight back and win 2 sets, the outburst drained him and he eventually lost the match in 5 sets. The meltdown became the headline of the tournament. Fans criticized his behavior, commentators worried about his mental state, and fellow players like Andrei Rublev voiced concern, offering their support but also noting that change must come from Daniil himself. Some, like Boris Becker, suggested he may need professional help to handle the pressures of the sport. The incident has left Medvedev at a crossroads, his reputation under scrutiny once again. Behind the firebrand image is a quieter personal life. In 2018, Daniil married his longtime girlfriend, Daria, whom he had been dating since their teenage years. Daria is often credited with keeping Daniil grounded, acting as his emotional anchor during both victories and defeats. The couple welcomed their first daughter, Alisa, in October 2022. Reports suggest they have recently welcomed a second child, bringing even more stability to their family life. Despite his busy travel schedule, Medvedev often speaks about how fatherhood has changed him, making him more responsible and giving him perspective beyond tennis. Financially, Daniil Medvedev has done exceptionally well. His estimated net worth sits between $16 and $20 million, built from prize money, sponsorships, and endorsements. Over his career, he has earned nearly $50 million in prize money alone. He is sponsored by Lacoste for apparel and Technifiber for rackets. Other big partnerships include BMW, Bovet Watches, Tinkoff, and HyperX. These deals have positioned him not just as a tennis player, but as a marketable international figure. And now, the big question: what comes next for Daniil Medvedev? 2025 has seen his ranking plummet after a series of disappointing results. His outburst at the US Open has raised questions about his mental toughness and his ability to handle adversity. Some believe he may be nearing the twilight of his career, while others think this could be just another dramatic chapter before a powerful comeback. What is certain is that Daniil Medvedev still has the talent. His game is built not only on power and athleticism, but also on intelligence, and that doesn't just disappear overnight. With support from his family, his close friend Andrei Rublev, and a reset in mindset, Medvedev could very well return to the top. Daniil Medvedev's journey is one of contradictions. He is the calm strategist and the fiery rebel, the family man and the on court provocateur, the world champion and the flawed human being. Tennis fans around the globe are left wondering, will he rise again to challenge for Grand Slam titles? Or is this the beginning of his decline? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining this in depth look into the life and career of Daniil Medvedev. Don't forget to share your thoughts. Will Medvedev reclaim his throne, or has his era already passed? Stay tuned for more stories of the legends and rebels of sport.